Good morning friends. I am going to start today coordinate geometry, in which first chapter is basic concept of points and their coordinates. Even though you have already studied in class 10, but still I am going to explain it for a quick revision. If there is a plane and we draw two lines, one horizontal and other one vertical line, they intersect to each other at a point that is called origin. Horizontal line is called as x-axis, vertical line is called as y-axis, x-axis, and this is y-axis. Right side of this vertical line, all points taken as positive, means this is plus x. Left side minus x. Up side to this horizontal line plus y. Down side to this one minus y. Any coordinate of a point means if you have to represent a point, let it be P, then its position will be represented as, since you know all points position can be represented from origin. So along x-axis the distance is called as abscissa, and along y-axis it is called as an ordinate, means its coordinate x comma y. Here this is an abscissa and this one ordinate. Okay. Now all points lying in first quadrant, since these two horizontal and vertical lines are dividing the whole plane into four equal parts. Each equal part is called as quadrant. So this is your first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this is your third quadrant, and this one is your fourth quadrant. Any point lying in first quadrant will have coordinate like its abscissa will be plus and ordinate will also be plus. Here in second quadrant, your abscissa means x coordinate will be negative while ordinate will be positive. In third quadrant, abscissa and ordinate both will be negative. And here in fourth quadrant, your abscissa will be plus and ordinate will be minus. Like if any point you have to represent like 2 comma minus 3, means it will lie into fourth quadrant. Any point minus 1 minus 4 will lie into fourth quadrant. Any point plus 2 plus 3 will lie into fourth quadrant. Since x coordinate plus means from origin you have to move along plus x-axis, and y is also plus, so along x plus x and along plus y you will reach here somewhere. Similarly in this one minus 1 plus 2. In this way we can represent these points and its coordinate. Now I am going to explain division of section formula. Now division of section formula. Division of section formula. Even you know already that suppose there is a line AB joining two coordinate x1 y1, x2 y2. Let there be a point P anywhere in between these 2 points P having coordinate x comma y. So this point P is dividing the whole line joining these 2 coordinates. That's why this type of section or division is called as an internal division. Here this section formula, 2 types of division are there: internal division and external division. First of all I am going to explain you internal division. So let it is dividing in the ratio m and n. Here this part m and this part is a n. So in the ratio m to n. Now you know already coordinate of x and y means a point, coordinate of a point which is dividing internally to a line joining these 2 points. You know already the formula in class 10 that this x can be written as mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. Similarly, y is equal to mx2 plus my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. But here I am going to derive it. You can see derivation. Let there is a system of coordinate axes x and y. As per coordinate geometry, since its coordinate of A is x1 y1, it means this length is y1, this length is x1. Here its coordinate x comma y, so its length will be x. Its length from here to here will be y. This length y2, and from here to here this length x2. Alright. Now see, if we draw a perpendicular on this line from A, let this be R, and a perpendicular drawn from this point P on this line, let it be Q. So since AB is a common line and these two lines are parallel, therefore this angle will be equal to this angle, corresponding angles, and this is 90 degree and this is also 90 degree. Therefore this third angle will also be equal. Hence the two triangles here, triangle ARP will be similar to triangle PQB. Hence by the property of similarity, m by n is equal to this base, and what is this length? This total minus this total. This is x minus how much this x1, and how much this total minus this total. This is x2 and this is x, so x2 minus x, and similarly this y minus y1, this one will be y minus y1, here y2 minus y. Thus we can write x minus x1 base of this triangle upon base of that triangle, x2 minus x. Similarly perpendicular of this triangle, y minus y1 upon perpendicular of that triangle, y2 minus y. Now solving one by one by taking this as first. So m by cross multiplication, mx2 minus mx2 minus mx equal to nx minus nx1. Now transposing this nx1 left hand side, we get, it implies that mx2 plus nx1 is equal to nx plus mx. Here taking x as common, what we get? M plus n. It implies that x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. This is your x coordinate. Similarly, by taking this m by n is equal to y minus y1 upon y2 minus y. Similarly solving this m by n is equal to y minus y1 upon y2 minus y, getting the value of y as, we get y as my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. So therefore just you can check, you are getting the same result as you know already from class 10. This is your x and this is your y. Now for external division. Similarly, if there is a line AB and P be a point outside the line, joining. Now let this AP be M, and from here this one is as N. Here the coordinate of this point be x1, y1, and this point be x2, y2. Then by this one, again by the same way as we have done earlier in the case of internal division, here joining a perpendicular, this let AB, here let this be R, this be Q. So diagram is quite obvious. X-axis, y-axis, this is your origin. So according to abscissa and ordinate, this is your y1, this is your x1 from here to here, and this coordinate is x2, y2. So this one is your x2. This distance is your y2, and here this distance, let the coordinate be P, px comma y. So this is your x, and here this total distance be y. Now from the diagram it is obvious that what is this distance? This is your, here this total is x2, this is your x1, therefore this is your x2 minus x1. And how much this one? This total is x, this is x2, so this is x minus x2. Similarly this one, this total is y2, and this much equal to this one, since these two are parallel. So y1, this much only is your y1. Therefore how much this one is y2 minus y1, and here this is your y minus y2. Now this is your m, this is n. Therefore how much this distance AB? This is your m minus n. Now again by the property of similarities in these two triangles ARB and PQP, here these two angles are equal. This is a common line. These two lines are parallel, and here this is 90 degree. Both are perpendicular on these two lines. These two lines are also parallel. Therefore here these angles are also equal. Hence by the property of similarity, by the triangle ARB similar to triangle BQP. So by the property of similarity, what can we write? Hypotenuse of this triangle m minus n upon hypotenuse of that triangle by n is equal to base of this triangle x2 minus x1 upon base of that one x minus x2. This equal to perpendicular of this triangle y2 minus y1 upon perpendicular of that triangle y minus y1, y minus y2. This is I think y2. Yes. Now by solving, first of all taking this equal to this, what you can, taking this one equal to this one. So by cross multiplication, mx, here by cross multiplication, mx minus mx2 minus nx plus nx2 is equal to, here multiplication nx2 minus nx1. nx2 cancel out. Therefore mx minus nx, x taking common from left hand side from these two factors. So we are getting m minus n. This will be equal to, transposing this mx2 into right hand side, what we get? mx2 minus nx1. So it's implied that x is equal to mx2 minus nx1 upon m minus n. This is your x coordinate. See, earlier in the case of internal division, when this point were lying in between a and b anywhere, then it was just like mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. But when this p lie outside of a line joining these two points x1 y1 and x2 y2, this coordinate you can find mx2 minus mx1 this time. Means in the case of internal division it was plus here in numerator and denominator, but in the case of an external division it is here negative sign in numerator and denominator both. Similarly solving another pair like m minus n upon n is equal to y2 minus y1 upon y minus y2. What we get? Similarly, by cross multiplication, if you will solve for y, then you will get y is equal to my2 minus ny1 upon m minus n, right? Upon m minus n. Now, third one, that is midpoint formula. Now, midpoint formula. Let's see. If AB be a line joining two points of coordinate x1, y1, x2, y2. So let P be a point just lying in midpoint of these 2 points. Mid means if this point is dividing the whole line into equal part, meaning same ratio. Let these ratios are k and k, are 1, 1, are 2, 2, whatever the ratios, equal ratios. Means this part is equal to this part. It means what? We just see in the case of internal division, what have you seen? One part it was m, another part n, means it was m, it was n. So by internal division formula, let this is x comma y. So x was earlier mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. So according to this one, value of m is k, value of n is also k, or you can call it as m equal to n. So here kx2 plus kx1 upon k plus k. It implies that k taking common x2 plus x1 upon 2k. K cancel out. Thus we are getting x1 plus x2 by 2. This is your x coordinate. And similarly y coordinate of your midpoint, that is y1 plus y2 by 2. Thus our midpoint formula is, the coordinate of midpoint can be written as x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. Means sum of x coordinate upon divided by 2, sum of y, algebraic sum of y coordinates divided by 2. Now coming to